Well, it's finally here. Two new GT3 cars, two new road courses. I'm going to go over both of the new cars and tracks here for iRacing 2024 Season 3. And the first one is Circuito de Navarra in Spain. Yeah, don't really know too much about the track. 2.44 miles, 15 turns. So this should be a pretty interesting track. There are 3 separate layouts for it. This is the main GP layout.
To get our fuel numbers.
And we'll see how we go here with the Corvette as well. Car sounds interesting. I don't know anything about this track, so if I stumble along the track, this is literally the first time I'm seeing it here. Probably could have gone a lot faster there. So here's the difference between one of the courses. The medium speed course just goes straight through to the other side of the track. And this is where the main section of the course is, right here. Onto the other half of the track, this is where the short course is, which is pretty interesting. Yep, that's where the short course continues. This could be a very fun track. And they say FIA F4 championship races here, as well as sports cars and all that kind of stuff. That's pit entry all the way over there. The track was built in 2010. And we'll see. I'll probably wind up racing this. Okay, yeah, you can definitely probably hit that one flat out. All right, so that's that. Let's take a fly around the car as well as the track. So the first thing we'll take a look at is the car. Not going to be a whole lot of area in the back of the car for painting. If you are a painter, you might be able to get rid of this Oshkosh logo. I haven't looked at the template yet for painting it, so I don't really know. And this is just the default Pratt Miller paint scheme. Same with the side here. Odds are I'll put my podcast logo here. Tabletop Trio logo is going to go all the way across the fender back here, with my other associate sponsorships down there and all that kind of stuff. Front end of the car, same deal. My logo is probably going to go right there. All this is likely going to stay the same, so nothing too crazy with that. But I do like the car. The sound is interesting. I don't know if that's how the car sounds in real life. To be completely honest with you, don't necessarily follow it that closely. But let's take a look at the track itself. See if there's anything on the outskirts of the track that we want to take a look at, like this. That's cool. Little go-karting facility over here. Other things out there in the back. Cool little karting track. Nice to see that they added that in. Looks like just the road right there coming into the track. But we'll see here. Down into turn 1. Nice sweeping corner through there. Looks like some sort of runoff or something that races here. Not entirely sure. A lot of these tracks have those little weird cutout things. Maybe, I don't even think it's Formula E. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, what those little cutouts for. So if you know what they are, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, that is the sky. So, little hill going up and over here. Like I had mentioned earlier, this is the cut through for the medium speed or the medium course. Go through the left-hander. This is where the little chicane is. This is the short course right here. It's got its own little mini pit road. I could see this being used a lot for like junior kind of series, like GR Cup. That probably won't happen, but it would be cool to see on the track. Navarra here is a free track. This one was free, so everyone has this one. Switch back around. There is a tunnel right there. You know me, and I love tunnels in iRacing. I don't know why or any of that kind of stuff, but whenever I see a tunnel, they got to fly through it just to see if anything funky happens, but good to see nothing funky happens there. But yeah, that is a look at Navarra as well as the Chevy Corvette GT3 and all the different layouts of it. If you take a look down in the timestamps in the description down below, you'll be able to jump ahead to where I pick up the Ford GT3 as well as the Sachensenring track. Sachensenring, I have no idea. I am awful with pronunciations, especially German pronunciations. So I apologize for that mess. But we'll get that one set up for you, loaded in. We'll throw that part up on the screen right now. I'll take a look at Oswego as well as the new oh, looks like I need to update. Very, very fun. Love that for me. That's super great. So hopefully that should take pretty quickly as long as everything goes well. But you'll be able to skip ahead in the timeline of the video down below. So as soon as we get that going, we'll be able to take a look at Sachsenring, maybe. Again, I am terrible with any sort of pronunciations. Just not ideal, that's for sure. So we'll get this one loaded up right now. And in theory, we should be able to get rolling in just a couple of moments. Track takes place in Germany. Oberlungwitz. 2.25 mile track. This Omega Bend is going to be very interesting to see how that one looks at. Take a look at a couple track photos here as well. It's going to be narrow, so that could be a lot of fun. Just trying to keep the car off of other cars. Oh, it's in the state of Saxony, so Sachsenring makes sense. Ah, Nürburgring. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Six round sweeping corners. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Very, very interesting. But yeah, we'll jump into the all-new Ford Mustang GT3 and get ourselves out there on the track.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
So first corner here, very sweeping round right-hander into a left-hander here. definitely meant to do that. As you can tell, this is the first time I've ever seen this car or track. So maybe I'll actually do a full lap instead of my exploring section here. Okay, very wide open. Probably didn't need to brake there. Pushed out really wide. Oh man, that is difficult right there. Pit road is raised, which that's interesting. Stay off the curb that time. I could see this being a lot of fun in slower cars. Maybe GT cars aren't necessarily made too well for this, at least off of my very first impression. Very ignorant impression as well. Very interesting decreasing radius there. Yep, gotta slow down for that one as well. Let's see what pit road looks like. Very slow pit road here too. Yeah, so that is pit road and the Sachsenring. Again, the default paint scheme and all that sort of thing. So we'll park it right there and take a look at the car. Taking a look at the hood, plenty of room for painting if you're a painter. Same with that sunshade, is massive. I do like that front end. Very cool looking. The side, again, plenty of room for painting. A lot more room than you saw on the Corvette. Same with the back end as well. Maybe not so much back end for logo stuff, just because there's all the panels and the, you know, pull tabs and all that kind of stuff. But very cool. Interesting wing design there as well. But I think the car is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very popular. Same with the Corvette. I love the Mercedes. I may switch to the Corvette, but we'll kind of play that one by ear. Or the Mustang. I don't know. I genuinely like all of those cars, so we'll see how that one goes. Only one layout here on the track. Let's take a look at how it all looks for us. This is coming down the front stretch. All the way down here. Looks like a old drag strip. Not getting used right there. There into turn one. Downhill, a lot of these looping sections. The Omega corner. Back up again. It's going to be very momentum based. If you kind of like S's, but rounder. Going to be very heavily momentum based and very heavily. You got to be in the right position at the right times. Just some access roads over here. Different buildings, a town right there, right outside the racetrack, which is pretty cool to see. Down the hill, over the bridge, or under the bridge. Track goes back uphill through this corner here. Another uphill section. Another one right there. Cut it, swing it out wide. Gonna have to cut right back to the right. Out and around. The track used to be massive. Took a look at it at racingcircuits.info. And just like Spa or any of those other real old racetracks, it was massive. But then, obviously, as time goes on, they brought it back down to a standard-sized racetrack. But yeah, that is the Sachsenring as well as Navarra and the two new GT cars. Let me know in the comments what you plan on racing. Are you going to buy this track? Are you going to buy any of the new GT3s? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.